What's up, family?
Yeah.
This week has been
busy.
Hectic. Same thing sometimes. We have not been able to record like we were supposed to record.
I think it's been like 9 days.
Yeah, but
maybe 10 days.
The boys, they've been sick again. It kind of just, I feel like it stemmed from there because they're kind of, how kids are when they're sick, more whiny, more fussy. We don't really want to make a video and just have them like whining and being fussy, so it's just like,
oh, speaking of whining and being fussy, we got their passports, so
we don't have it.
Well, we did the process to get their passports. That day, we tried to record that day. Oh my goodness. Talk about hectic. I think that's the last day we actually tried to really record. It just was too much. We got some good news and some bad news though. Good news is our Heavenly Father woke everybody up today. So grateful for that.
Bad news is we have to end a specific chapter in our lives so soon, but
it is soon.
Yeah, it is very soon, but with weighing out the pros and the cons, it's just kind of best that we do what we have to do in this situation.
But before we get to that, what we doing right now? We're about to just run a couple errands. About to go to Food Line. Why is it so hard to find freaking seeded watermelons?
It's hard to find seeded every fruit.
Like that is ridiculous. It should not be
because they're trying to do away with all of them.
Like, I don't know where y'all from, if it's that way as well, or if it's easier. But it is so hard to find freaking seeded watermelon. That is just ridiculous. Something so simple. But anyway, so we about to try out. My sister said that she think they got some by the Food Line. What she said that they typically do have some by the Food Line by her. So we're gonna run that
in the
way.
Food Line by her.
What I say?
By the Food Line by her.
They know what I meant. So we're gonna head that way, and then I think to the shoe store, get some more shoes. We don't buy shoes like that, y'all. So like right now, we're probably like within this month, we're just about to buy a lot of shoes because we need more shoes, and we don't buy shoes. We don't buy clothes. You need maternity stuff.
I need, yeah.
I mean, the baby hardly showing. Maybe you don't need none.
Yeah, because I can't button up my pants.
What, we 16? We about to be 17 weeks tomorrow?
We just turned 16 weeks yesterday. Slow down.
I lied. My bad. We 16 weeks, y'all.
Slow down. As he said, we're 16 weeks as of yesterday. And I was really rooting for myself. I was really praying that, I would wake up at 16 weeks and be done with the nausea and the vomiting. I really did. I really did.
Keep the faith.
That was not the case though. Today hasn't been great. I've already had like a moment of where I just had to kind of just sit down for a second and just take a second because I didn't feel good. But with both of the boys, I can't really clock it. I don't remember that great with Sevon because I chose not to in that pregnancy say how far along I was in any video, so it's kind of hard for me to tell without like really going back and digging. I don't feel like doing all that. Golden, I have videos and I would say like how far exactly I was. So I just remember in a specific video, I was 17 weeks and 4 days, I believe, and I said that I was just starting to feel better. I'm praying for 17 weeks at this point. It was 16 weeks because I feel like I felt better at 16 weeks with Sevon, but with Golden it probably was like at that 17 week mark because again, in the video I was 17 weeks 4 days and I said I was just starting to feel better. So we're getting there, closer, not further away.
Big Mama just had to make a stop. Get her some goddamn.
I haven't seen a Sonics in forever.
Mozzarella. And y'all wrong for eating while he's asleep.
It's hot.
It's hot. Boy, they better hurry up, because if he wake up and find out, Like we were saying not too long ago, we got their passports. Well, we did the process to get the passports a couple days ago. Last week. We're excited to be taking them on their first trip out the country soon. Pray for us.
You still ain't gonna give no information?
Where we going? You wanna talk?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Where we going, baby? Y'all should know. Comment down below if you know where we going. Where y'all think we taking the boys for their first?
They might say Mexico since that's where we've been the last time.
Yeah, we've been to Playa del Carmen twice this year. That ain't it. Where y'all think we going? Put it down in the comments. I'm not even supposed to be eating nothing now. I don't want these. Oh, they're not mine. I forgot. If you guessed it, shout out to you. If you had no clue, we're taking the boys to the Cayman Islands. Man, y'all should have known. Ding, ding, ding. Can't believe we're actually going to do it. Put these boys on go to an airport, go through an airport, put them on a plane. Oh my goodness. I don't think we're ready. Pray for us, man. Pray for it that we just have the best experience we could possibly have, because it's been sped up. I didn't want to do this until Golden was like 7 and Savannah was like 5, but things change. Yanni wants to do the gender reveal there, so that's why we're going. And we're doing a little intimate one just on the beach or whatnot, but she wanted to do it there, so we're gonna end up taking the boys to Grand Cayman, our favorite place, our home away from home.
But I think once we get there, they're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I believe they'll definitely have fun.
Yeah, we gonna have a hard time trying to get them off of the beach.
Out for the sand. They've never been in real sand before. Y'all know we went to Myrtle Beach. I don't know if y'all know, we went to Myrtle Beach for a little family thing she had back in July before the trip.
It was in June, right?
It might have been early June or late June. It was right before the trip though, like a couple weeks before the trip. Baby boy ended up having a little cut on him, so they never did get to get in the water. No pools, no water, no sand, none of that. So the first time they're gonna actually touch real sand is gonna be in Grand Cayman, out of the country. That's dope. Their first place going out of the country was Yanni's first place when she was a baby. When she was a baby, first plane ride she's ever taken was to Cayman Islands, and same for me. I wasn't no baby, but first time I was ever on a plane was to go there. And then just all the times we've been so many. That's our home away from home. We live there, all type of good stuff. But it's crazy now, fast forward, to be taking our kids there.
But you kind of talk country too, in some ways.
Yeah, but I think that's really just because you rubbed off on me.
I've never said "to" instead of "to."
I got my country ways, but I talk proper when I need to. Alright fellas, so we're back at the crib and nothing went as planned. No watermelon. Went to the shoe store. They didn't have our sizes. They didn't have my size in the shoes I wanted, nor did they have Yanni's size. Golden, that's mine. You just stole the one that was right here. Oh, grandma. He already ate my first one.
Oh yeah, fruit snack.
I took one bite and then I took a bite of that one, sat it down, grabbed the camera.
You could have said, yeah. Open, please.
Savon.
I see puppies.
You want a fruit bar too?
See ball.
Man, y'all tripping, man. The fruit balls ain't y'all. So, unfortunately, Zanny will be getting rehomed. It's crazy she didn't get to say it earlier because she just got off the phone with her mom. I guess you could tell her basically where he's gonna be going. So first, let's backtrack. Why is Zanny getting rehomed?
It's a few things, but one thing most importantly is, honestly, we thought we were done after having the 2 boys when we, got Zanny. I didn't think that we would be having another little one, and I would have never wanted a newborn baby and a big dog personally. That just doesn't make me feel comfortable. It was different for the 2 boys, because I knew that they would be growing up with Zanny in a sense, you know what I mean? Like having him from a puppy and getting to grow up with him. That was different. That's different than a newborn that Zanny doesn't know and the newborn doesn't know Zanny. So that was like the main thing. I feel like another thing is, I feel like it's a little unfair for Zanny to not be able to be downstairs as much as we would like him to be because of Yeah, he doesn't get to be down here as much as we would like him to be and as much as we anticipated on him being down here, because I guess we couldn't have foreseen how the boys would interact with him. And don't get me wrong, exactly how Golden interacts with him is exactly how I thought Golden was going to interact with him. I thought it was going to be fine. I thought Golden was going to love having someone to run back and forth with, and him and Zany was going to get along and be fine. And that's exactly what that was. I don't think I thought about how Sevon would be, because at that time he was getting ready to turn 1. I just didn't think about how he was going to be, but Sevon is kind of a bully with Zanny, and it doesn't, as a mom, it doesn't make me feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, you know, Zanny is a great dog. Zanny doesn't show any aggression or anything like that, but at the end of the day, I know that he's still an animal. It makes me feel like I don't want Sevon to push him past his limit one day, and then he's just like, you know, he can't say chill out. And Sevon does things that I feel is aggravating, would be aggravating to Zanny. So I have to separate them a lot. Not Golden and Zanny, but because Golden doesn't do stuff to aggravate Zanny. He just wants to play. So he'll have like a ball or something. He'll be throwing it around, trying to get Zanny to play with him. He just wants to play. So them, no big deal. If it's Golden down here, Zanny can be down here, fine. It's no big deal. It's just with Sevon, he has to, like, you know, I don't like how he tries to grab Zanny's skin, and I know they're used to certain stuff, so certain stuff doesn't bother them or faze them, but I don't like it. I don't like how he likes to think that he could pull his tail or his ears or anything like that. It just makes me feel like that's probably aggravating to Zanny, and I don't want you to over aggravate him if that's a thing. But because of that, it's like Zanny doesn't get to be down here as much, because it's a constant having to try to get Sevon off of him. It's like Sevon
down. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a constant, you know, Sevon, no, get off of him, no, get off of him, no, you know, pulling him off of him, and then he's crying because he wants to go over there and mess with him. And so it's just, and it gets to a point where it's just like overly frustrating, because it's like, you know, I can't stop him from going over there because it's constant. I'm going to have to keep running after him. It's tiring. And that causes Zanny to have to be not, you know, down here, but placed upstairs. And so I feel bad for him for that, because he deserves to be able to be out more and down here and around like how we intended. And how I honestly think it would have been able to be if Sevon was how Golden is with Zanny. But that's not the case.
Right, so for the most part, I think it'd be more so in her head with a lot of the stuff, but I get it. Of
course he thinks you know. And I'm not saying that he would never, I'm not saying he would ever react. Yeah. But there's cases where dogs do. And it's always in those cases you see, he never showed any aggression. It never was an aggressive dog, never bit nobody, never did this, never did that. But they get aggravated too. Just like us. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we get aggravated.
I wouldn't, yeah, I get it. I won't worry about that. Now, I get it, the thing with, you know, our third child. Because she's already on eggshells a little bit now. So, it will be worse with the third child. And I don't even want no issues between us, because I want to keep Zanny or whatnot. It sucks. It does suck. I trained them. Picked up a lot of poop. Cleaned up a lot of pee. Got him, you know, to where he is right now. Hey, Kimberly was only been 8 months, so 8, 9 months. But Zanny's a really good dog, though. He's a real good dog. But yeah, it's the constant with him and Zanny. And Zanny loves him. He just, you know, Yanni just don't like the things that he does with him. But Zanny loves Zanny. I mean, Zanny loves Zanny. Sevon loves Zanny. It is what it is, I guess, at this point. And it's crazy because we had already went through this like 3 months ago. And I was more so like, nah, you know, I wasn't feeling it at all. So we ended up, making a decision to keep him. But that was before we found out we was gonna have another child on the way. Wait,
the story.
I tried to tell Yanni too. That's another thing that makes it a little bit like, man, dang, because I knew we weren't ready yet. Although we didn't know we weren't having another child, I wanted to wait until they were bigger. Because we both always said we wanted to get a dog. But the situation kind of came up and it just landed in our lap. So, she was like, no, let's go ahead and do it now. So that's how we ended up doing it now. But I wanted to wait. But I'm glad we got to spend the time that we spent with Zanny.
Yeah. And then, like I was about to say, is it makes me happy, this living situation he's getting ready to go to. Golden,
stop cutting on the light.
But it makes me feel good, the living situation he's getting ready to go into, because, like I was saying, some of you may know, some of you may not know the history behind, like, why we named Zanny and when we got Zanny. But my brother that we lost almost 2 years ago at this point, his rap name is Zanny. So we named Zanny after Zanny, obviously, and then we were able to get him on my brother's birthday. So it's just like, obviously it's like an attachment that makes you want to be like, dang, you don't want to feel like you're just throwing that away, But the fact that he's going somewhere, that he's going to be loved, and it's still, like he said, extended family, basically. So it's not like we're not going to ever see Zanny again or, get to see pictures and videos. He said we're welcome to come down to Miami, but I just doubt we're going to be making trips to Miami. But even to be able to just get those pictures and videos and just see how well he grows and see how he is because he's a puppy. Go on and put that down.
He's like 8 months and some change.
So they wanted, to just, his wife, they have a 2-year-old. So rightfully so, getting a dog and he's not a baby puppy, you want to see what you're getting yourself into for your safety and your child's safety. So his wife wants to see, how Zanny interacts with the boys, which we're going to FaceTime and make sure that they get to see as much as they want to see and need to see before this switch off. And
switch off is crazy.
I was trying to figure out what other way to say it.
So we're gonna end up meeting them in Jacksonville. That's halfway for both of us, and we were planning on maybe this month or next month anyway, going to Jacksonville to go see her dad so he can see the boys anyway. So we'll just make it a little trip.
Yeah, man, but Zanny is about to have he's about to have a good life. No, he's about to have a better life.
That sucks.
He had
how that sound.
Because he had a good life with him.
He had a real good life.
He has a real good life with us.
But it could be better.
But, better circumstances when he don't have a bully big brother that causes him to be, placed away because he can't keep his hands off of him. So it's like, it's bittersweet, like you said earlier. It really is, because, like I said, the history behind Zanny. But at the same time, it's gonna be a lot when we didn't anticipate on having 3 kids, and now we're about to have 3, and that would be like having 4 kids. And I just don't think I'm ready for feeling like I have 4 kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna be happy for him. I'm happy for him, but it's all so fresh, so But I'm gonna be happy for him now. So yeah, we'll update y'all. We'll let y'all know. That's probably they're ready to do it whenever, but probably gonna wait about 2 weeks.
1, 2, 3.
You want 2 more weeks with them?